Hello, Tony here from Lightwave Digital. Today we're going to be looking at how to make some basic stylized Christmas trees. So here's a few that I've kind of just come up with, and we'll just go through how we can maybe make these in Lightwave. So with the first one, what I'm going to do is show you how to add a backdrop image so we can actually sketch around it. So for that we go to Edit, Backdrop Options, and in your bottom right, so this is my bottom right, the right view, I want to load an image, and I've already got it off my desktop, which is this tree here. So I'm just going to use that as a backdrop image, so I can just use it to draw around. So I'm going to maximize my right screen, and I'm just going to draw around this. So we're going to go to Create, and let's use the pen tool. And all I'm going to do is at the top is come along and bring it over to roughly around where the center is, and I'm just kind of following where I roughly want the new polys to be created. And we'll come down to the bottom, and then we end up with this. So if we just go back to maximize, and what you've got is this. And I'm not going to mess with it too much, I'm just going to leave it like that. So I'm going to say I'm happy with that. So let's go back to the backdrop option, turn the tree off, I don't want it anymore. Okay, and as you can see, it's snug up against the center of the grid. So I'm just going to thicken this. So go to multiply, thicken it a little bit. So we've got that. So we've got this tree. So let's go to multiply, array, and on your keyboard to numerical, and we're just going to click on the actual radii, and what we get straight away is what I'm just going to go with. You can increase it if you want and add more, or you can add less, but I quite like 8, so we're going to say I'm okay with that. Press space bar and let's have a look, and there's our first tree. Easy as that. Okay, tree number 2. So for this one, we're going to go to Create, Pen Tool, and then let's say this far out, I'm going to create. I'm just going to click twice to make a flat 2-point poly like this. Then I'm going to go to multiply. So if you notice, I've done it here so we're away from the actual center, because I want to use a lathe tool for this. So I'm going to click on lathe, numerical, and obviously it lathes it round. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say in the angle here, I want it to lathe, let's say 8 times 360, and I want it to have 350 slices, and I want to offset it. Let's just put 10 meters at the time being, because I've not really done this to scale. And what you get is this, which I'm going to stick with. Drop selection. Then we go to modify, taper, press A on your keyboard center, and then what you're going to do in your back view is you're going to click with your right mouse and drag out this. Now what I want to do is I want to make it nice and straight, so we get it like this in the middle. And then with your left mouse, what you can do is you can drag out the bottom like so. You can bring the numerical up as well, so you kind of get in this kind of style or shape like so. Then let's do it the opposite way around. So I'm going to come down here, I'm going to right mouse click, and I'm going to switch the influences of each side, so it's going to reverse the sides of what I'm doing. So kind of keep it nice and straight. So this is now when I go to left mouse, it's going to do the top. And let's bring it all the way in. So what you get is you get this kind of style like so. And once you've done that, obviously we can like play around with the stretch tool, stretch it out a little bit. So what you're going to get is you're going to get this kind of stylized tree. It just needs probably stretching in on one angle a little bit because it's not quite round. But yeah, that's number 2. As simple as that. So now we've got 2 trees. So let's have just look at them both side by side. Obviously this one's a lot bigger, so let's shrink it down with the size and move it in and down so we can have them next door to each other. Okay, so there's number 2. Like so. Now let's go and create another one. So, new layer, create. We're going to use the cone, press N on your keyboard to bring up the numerical. Do it through the Y. So you've got this. We're just going to leave everything the same. Drop the selection. I'm going to add a cut through here. So we've got what I want to do is when we subpatch this, I want it to be a bit smoother at the top. So what we're going to do is just going to go to multiply, knife, and I'm just going to add a straight cut through the top like that. I'm then going to go to the bottom. Make sure you're on polygons. Select the bottom one. Delete it. Then switch to points, and then in the top, what I want you to do is hold shift. I want you to select every other point. So you've got this, and then I just want you to switch to the move tool, T on your keyboard, and then hold control to stop it from going sideways, and just pull it down so far so you're getting this kind of effect. So if you drop the selection by / drop and then press the tab key, you'll kind of get this shape. So let's squish it a little bit with the actual size tool. Then what we'll do is we'll go to multiply and let's thicken it a little bit like so we get this. Okay, so now let's, because this is going to be a lot bigger than the other trees, let's shrink it down a little bit. Leave the trees in the background. So modify size, shrink it down. What we're going to do is let's move it over here, somewhere around here like that. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll go to multiply, array, numerical. This time we're going to do rectangular. We're going to reduce both these to 1, but we're going to add a few levels through the Y, and then we just need to kind of bring it in through the Y mode here. So let's bring them right in so they're kind of on top of each other like so. And you can add, I mean, what should we add? Let's just say 6, and they're not actually overlapping, they're just on top of each other like so. Look, okay, so we'll drop that, space bar. Let's move this down into position, and then like before that we did with the swirly kind of tree, we just need to use the modify, taper. Now obviously it's where we left it, so if we use the right mouse click and let's move the top and the bottom of the taper using the right mouse into position. Like so, and then again in the top, so this one's going to make it skinnier, and again you can do this numerically, and then let's switch them around again, so like so, and then bring out the bottom like so, and again size it a little bit down, move it into place. And then what we've got is 3 stylized quick Christmas trees, and that's it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching.